So, doing some reading on the internet, I was reading that barkeeper's friend is mainly oxalic acid, or however you pronounce it. What does it say for ingredients? Yeah, it says right there, it contains oxalic acid. I'll put it on the, it's right there. Okay, so this is what's the main ingredient in a lot of teak cleaners. Got some really dirty teak here. I got some other stuff. I got some stripper on. I'm gonna try to scrub off and then clean the same way if this works. I'm gonna try this out. I don't know. Maybe sprinkle a little on, a little water on the brush. Maybe even let it soak in. I should have just did one, and then I would have had a comparison like before and after. But, well, I can take a snapshot of the video, right? That'll work. Some benefits to all this recording after all. I'm already impressed. This is already looking pretty good. Wish I only did the one so I could do side-by-side comparison on this, but that's freaking amazing. I didn't think it would be that easy. I thought I'd have to sand the heck out. Probably should still sand it down a little bit, clean it up. Look at that. Now obviously, you know, I still got knocked down the grain maybe a little bit, but wow. I wish I did the one. We'll hit some other spots up top on the boat too, but geez, I think I like that. Now I'll hit it with the borax too, and it'll neutralize it, and that'll be that with those. So awesome. Lighting up here isn't the best, but we'll see what we can do. Just put a little. We'll leave. Obviously, we'll leave some over there for comparison. Let's see what we get. I think I'm going to let that soak in for a little bit. Maybe clean the rest of this up. And then we'll rinse it off and we'll get back to it. So, there's the spot we just cleaned. I just got done rinsing it and scrubbing it with some borax to neutralize it. That's the old. It's the new. Old, new. Wow, right? So, we'll see how it dries, see if it looks similar to the area I scraped up there. I think it's going to look better. Awesome. Well, let's see what it looks like tomorrow dry. Here we are, a day later. That's the old. And this is the area we cleaned with barkeeper's friend. And then I went back over it with a little borax. And wow. That. Obviously I'm going to have to knock this down a little bit, and I think I can bring these screws down a little bit and make new plugs to put in those. I figured if I can't make plugs to fit, maybe I'll do some wood dust and epoxy and just spatula it in. We'll see when I get to it. I guess my next big project is going to be taking all these stanchions off and going to it on these rails. I haven't decided if I should do all this to finish before I do all this with paint. It's hard to say either way. I gotta take stuff off. We'll see. Okay. So, getting the lifelines off. I just unscrewed the turnbuckles on the end. We're gonna change that out with Dyneema. I think that be a little safer. I don't know about the whole UV thing yet, but seems like Dyneema is the way I'm gonna go. So we're pulling the stanchions off. I'm using these needle nose vice grips to hold the bolt or the nut, and then going outside there and unscrewing them from the outside. So these are the bolts. There's two front ones, back ones are in there. Now moving up farther, there's some that are right on this lip up here, and so I might end up drilling the heads off a couple of them. The ones in that little cubby there, I got a couple off, but it's a struggle. And then there's a million bolts for the jib, the jib sheet track slide, whatever up there. So yeah, we'll get there. Oh, we got our first stanchion off. You see here, they got screws and they cover them with these little plugs. This screw is right next to this bolt to hold the stanchion down, so it was in the way of getting any kind of wrench on there or pliers very well, but I got it. So there she is, one down, and a few more to go. So I got lucky with this one. It had like this giant wood screw instead of through bolts. So it's two down, and I got one down there that has one. I stripped the top one. I got a little too happy with the driver, and I stripped out the head, so I'm going to have to drill out one head. But yeah, so those are the ones I knew were going to be challenging. And then look at this thing. There's a million screws on that, so we'll see how that works out. That ought to do it, huh? Oh, so here's that. Now we'll go down below, see if I can loosen that one up and get that out. Alright, I went down below and was able to get this guy out. So I have this last one, and I have this idea that I gotta learn to clamp after myself when I'm working. I got mess everywhere. Put a little pressure on this here. worked. So putting pressure on it made the nut underneath hold tight to the top or to the bottom, and then I was able to screw this out. This is actually very hot and come out easy. So hopefully that'll be the hardest one of the bunch to get out. So we got that one out. We got that one out. The bow I think is going to be easier to access because I think that's in the anchor well up front. And these back here, obviously I can crawl underneath and get them. So yeah. And then we got this. Not really sure the game plan on that yet. Seeing that I'm by myself, I might have to recruit somebody to help me with that one. They look like they're in a spot that aren't too bad to get to. And I got these, I've been labeling these too because I don't know if they have different slants. I just want to put them back where they belong. So for getting under here, I got these. And what I can do with this from by myself is I can clamp it on. I'll include a picture. And then I can use a vice grip on here to clamp it, to hold it on the, so I can grab a hold of the nut and clamp it here, and then go on the outside and pop it out. Some good goop on there. So there it is. We got her off. Straight, very straight. So we'll have to work it one side to the other, putting it back on. This is the hardest part. Getting stuff off here, I guess. I don't know, it wasn't too bad. Couple cleats. Covers on the shrouds. Was there. And we'll get the mast off and then pull the both the end rails here off, the pulpit rails and stern rails. whatever you want to call them. Okay, well, stay tuned. I think I'm going to make this a wrap for this video. And then get another one in, hopefully within the week. Waiting on a new computer so I can make editing a little bit easier. Alrighty.